All right, welcome back, YouTube preppers. Prepping outside the box. I'm Josh, and today's video is going to be a little bit off topic like we usually do, and we're going to talk about something that's basically an opinion piece for me, and I do this because I really want to see what you guys have to say in the comments. I'm curious your feedback on this one a lot, actually. It's something that's been on my mind, and if I don't talk about it, it's going to be on my mind until I finally do. So, without further ado, it's called Most Want It to Happen. And by most want it to happen, I'm talking about the end of the world as we know it. And I'm talking about most of the people that are prepping, survivalists, or even on the darker side, the ones that want to overthrow the government, destabilize, and do all that stuff. The ones that are trying to shut everything down, do all that reset stuff, right? I think most of them, or some people, want it to happen. Now, partially, I believe, or maybe a huge part of it is, I think there's a desire or a fantasy that they're trying to fulfill. Maybe it is, and maybe it's that they're tired of their, mundane life, the lack of excitement in everyday life or something, and it's the wake up, go to work, pay the bills, go to sleep every day. And if you like that, that's cool. But talking about these kind of people. Maybe it's just so dull for them now that it's they're trying to search out for something else. A lot of the people I think that might be affected by it, or maybe they're watching a whole bunch of excitement on TV or movies or something like that. And I'm not the one that sits there and blames video games. I play video games, but maybe it's all that excitement. Maybe like watching The Walking Dead. Not saying zombies are coming, but the life, the easy, no one's going to be holding you back life could be a fantasy for a lot of people that are struggling to just, day to day stay awake, A big part too of that, I believe, is that there's not really any exploration or conquering anymore. And by that I mean kind of in the way of an adventure or some kind of traveler or whatever. You're trying to find land, like maybe a Viking or something conquering land. There's no real way but to have that mentality or to have that drive anymore to find something new, because basically everything's been found. I mean, I'm not talking about deep sea diving, and I'm not talking about space. I'm talking about just planet Earth, what normal people can do. But part of it's probably what they want to be known for. You go through your whole life, and I mean, there's billions of people in the world. Well, what are you going to be known for? You only have a few people in history books, but all of a sudden things break down, and you start essentially rewriting history, I guess you could say, or writing a new history, and maybe be able to do something incredible or hopefully not bad, but incredible, and rewrite your name in history. And I think that plays into the desire. I think another big part of it's just the freedom. Maybe it's a fantasy. See, the no bills, no taxes, no more 9-to-5 job, no more laws restricting you and what you can and cannot do. And I'm not saying like the murder and steal and stuff. I'm talking about major restrictions, government telling you what to do, things like that. Unnecessary, like thousands of laws that we have to follow that not everybody knows all of. I don't know all of. I'm just saying there's way too many. But anyways, maybe all that plays into it. So what you're going to be known for, your freedoms, your ability to explore. Now, if the nation, or better yet, well, not really better yet, but if the world was to do a full reset, and I mean like a grid down for years, pushing you to the point of, well, not really zombies, but The Walking Dead, where it's people surviving and rebuilding communities and all that kind of stuff. I think that actually brings back the ability to conquer and explore. It's not like we've all been around the entire nation and seen everything, and now all of a sudden, if things broke down, it would be new. You would have to, in a sense, conquer, explore, and start rebuilding communities. And there's a great place for someone that wants to be known for something to have their name etched in history, going back to the desire and fantasy. On a darker side, some people that prepare or survivalists or anything, you hear a lot of people, and I know a lot of preppers have heard this. You know, the marauders, the ones that are just gonna, well, I've got guns. They don't prep for anything. Their just plan is to take it from you, right? All of you guys have been collecting this for me. I'll just come pick it up. And it's dangerous for one to do that, but it's dangerous that in a time of peace right now, considering what's going on, in a time that it's not broken down that far, that they can plan things out like this, and they've just stuck their mind to that. So if there really was, you know, without rule of law or something like that, where would they be at? But I think that on a darker side of desire or fantasy, those, I don't know, Mad Max type that want to be road warriors and stuff like that, being able to conquer without any repercussions, per se. But it's on the dangerous side, on the more dangerous side. And it kind of goes back to, there's a few videos back, I was talking about humanity, civility. I was talking about prepping for others, but not losing your humanity and civility, right? So you can be trapped by that stuff. I've daydreamed about it. And part of it is prepping and preparedness and thinking about, you know, what you would do and how you would do it and being prepared. And you kind of can get lost in that fantasy almost of now it's a whole new world, right? And but you don't want to dive so far into it that it starts getting dark, or that you start letting things happen so it could happen, right? You don't want to. It's a desire and a fantasy is fine, but try to go back to not wanting it to happen. Is what I mean by that last part, the humanity and civility part. Just because it looks, you know, delicious doesn't mean you have to eat the apple. But I really love to hear what you guys think. A little all over the place, but it's kind of a huge topic that I wanted to touch on some things that I think all related to that desire and fantasy of someone that would want it all to happen, right? The end of the world as we know it. And I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comment section. Again, I said this was going to be a little bit of a different video. Tomorrow, going to get back on some topics that'll be helping us prepare for life, or prepare in life, I should say, sorry. And yeah, it's prepping outside the box. I'm Josh, and I'll see you later.